So you know what sucks? YouTube maintenance. Well, I told you all I'd do my vlog driver version of Question Tuesday, so here it is. Today's question comes from CrimSong19, who asks, what kind of car do you drive and how long have you had it? That is an excellent question considering the nature of these vlogs. The car that I am currently driving, also the car that I currently own, is a 1995 Saturn sedan, which I obviously bought used. I have been driving this car for almost 5 years. This is actually the third car that I've owned. I bought this car at our local used car dealership the summer before my sophomore year of college, shortly after my second car, a 1994 Chrysler LeBaron, failed on me. The Chrysler LeBaron I had only owned for 1 year, and it was quite possibly the worst financial decision of my entire life. Because that car broke down on me no less than 6 times during that year. I've owned this car actually longer than any of the other cars that I've owned. It's been pretty good to me overall, although it has had a couple of little problems. The first one occurring a scant 2 months after I purchased it, when it was discovered that the local used car dealership from which I bought this car failed to discover that I was leaking transmission fluid because the container that held the transmission fluid was rusted through. I have incidentally not done any business with that particular used car dealership since that time, and don't ever plan to do business with them ever again. My first ever car, I bought my junior year of high school for $400, which is an auspicious beginning right there. I actually bought it from the lay leader at our church, who also happens to be a retired car mechanic and has done a lot of work on my cars over the years. It was a 1986 Ford Taurus, so yes, when I first started driving, I was driving a car that was almost as old as I was. And aside from having huge muffler problems and a gas gauge that didn't work, it actually served me pretty well for those 2 years of high school that I drove it, but we kind of decided that I should probably have a slightly newer and better car for driving to college and back, at which point we bought the Chrysler. We would have been better off with the Ford. So those are the 3 cars that I've owned. I've also driven 2 other cars during the course of Vlog Driver. The first is our family's 2002 Dodge Caravan, and the other one, of course, is the Shark, which I believe is a 2008 Hyundai Sonata. So there you go. There's a history of cars that I have driven by Matt Guy, and I hope that you have found this enjoyable. Please leave me more questions for Question Tuesday. I didn't get a whole lot this last time. And if I don't get any more questions, then I'll be forced to attempt to answer an irrational ratios question, which I don't think is a question that I can answer because I know nothing about it. And with that, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.